Will we have another Lou Bega fact of the week? Stay tuned and find out. Welcome to the 1 Hour, 1 Brain Cell podcast. This is our first recording of 2026, even though our last episode came out on Friday. But we are back. We are getting close to our 100th episode. And I joked the other day that we were going to do a 24-hour live stream for our 100th episode. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think it's a joke anymore. I feel like we should.
24 hours is pushing. I don't think that's going to happen, but
No,
but we can take shifts. Like you could take the morning shift, and then I can do the overnight shift.
I feel like it's only fun if we're playing a game co-op, whatever it may be. But we'll just have to rotate games. We'll get on Fortnite. We're gonna get the Sabrina Carpenter skin.
Yeah. And the very highly rumored Tate McRae one that may or may not be coming, which
I'll drop a bag on that.
I texted you the other day that that was rumored because I went and bought a PS5 this week. Breaking news. So, and as part of this package, it came with like a little thing that you can get extra Fortnite, whatever. I don't even know what it is. Never played Fortnite. Don't know what it is. Haven't even tried it. Don't care to play it. Don't want to get torched by 10-year-olds online. So I will avoid doing that.
We're playing Fortnite. I don't know how to play. I even
texted you the other day. I was like, can we just do like the two of us and then a bunch of NPC people, or do we have to like play with a bunch of people?
I have no idea. I told you back. I was like, you're asking the wrong person. I've only ever played one game of Fortnite, and I won, but I do think it might have been like the demo or something. So like you're supposed to win.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's people that play that game all crazy, and I'm not one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm only in it if there's like a goofy skin that you can get, and really you gotta accept that you're gonna get humbled by some 10-year-old with a mic while his mom makes pizza rolls in the background.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yes, but we'll have to. That was one of my things on the document. Is I need to try and figure out which games to buy. Because I have like a very small list that I want to get through that were like PS5 exclusives that I couldn't get on my PS4. And then there's another one that is an actual like co-op game, which people like, which we'll have to give that a go too. So here are my games that I have on my list. And you can help me maybe try and narrow it down.
Okay.
Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
Because I played Miles Morales, and that was fun. I like that one.
Yeah.
And then there's an Indiana Jones game as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think you've seen that. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I heard that one's supposed to be good.
Oh, people seem to like that one. And then NASCAR 25 as well, which was a next-gen exclusive. I know you hate that idea. But anyway.
It just makes me laugh because, like, I know you're going to play a bunch of other racing games. Like, the one that you've pulled out of there is NASCAR 25.
Yeah.
Fast and left, brother.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't have, that's the one. Because I have the other games I have, GT7 and F1, mostly, you're right and left. But, get NASCAR, you get ovals in there. Mm-hmm. Because they don't have stock cars in the other games. They have every other car in GT7, obviously, including I actually bought a. You can go into like their little store and you can buy old versions of F1 cars. So I went and bought I spent like 1 million credits on the 1990s F1 car that it's modeled after, which is pretty cool. It was actually pretty fun to drive. So yeah. Anyway, those are my choices. So now remember, some of them, there's Spider-Man right now is on sale for like $30, which is great. So I think that's a front runner right now because I refuse to pay full price for video games.
Sure.
Um, I think Indiana Jones is also on sale for like 50 or something, and then NASCAR 25 is like $50 as well. So
I'm Googling something right now because I remember my coworker actually telling me that you can game share.
oh
So I'm like, I wonder if I could share with you things I have that you don't have, like Stray or like 2K or like whatever it is that
yeah,
I'll look into that.
yeah,
I wonder if it's only games that you have the disc for, or if it's anything that's in your library. Because if it
yeah.
is, then I've got stuff that I can share
We
with you if
ball,
you want it.
we ball.
You all. Mm-hmm. We'll have to investigate. I need to get you into Minecraft because some years ago, I don't remember you. I don't know. Well, I don't know if you remember, but back when I was doing the Twitch streaming thing, I played Minecraft with my friend Nick, and it was his first time playing. And it
Yeah.
was so fun to do that with somebody that's never played before. So I'm like, I feel like I need to get you into that.
Oh my god.
Maybe for our
Again.
100th episode.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got nothing on there either. I'm just gonna die all the time. That's why I don't. This is my one big problem with a lot of the non-sports games
Mm-hmm.
is you die all the time in most of these games, and at least when I was younger, not as much anymore. But like
Mm-hmm.
this is why I will refuse to play Elden Ring. I can I would
Okay,
not.
Elden Ring is so different. Elden Ring is designed to get you dead and humbled.
Yeah, and rage quit, and I'm not gonna do that. No,
No,
I can't handle that.
no, Minecraft is not like that. We could play on creative where there are no monsters and you can't die, but it defeats the purpose
Yeah,
of doing something stupid and like falling to your death. And you're like, oh shoot, well, there it goes.
but yeah, so that's my big problem with non-sports games is like I think there was you remember the Star Wars game that came out several years ago?
Yeah.
There's two of them. There's one that came the first part, and
Mm-hmm.
I played that. I think Fallen Order, I think is what it was called.
Okay.
That one, and I played that for a little bit, and then I got stuck on one particular part of it, and I
Is
was
that
like, I
the one with Cal Kestis?
yeah,
It's
the
like the
first
new
one,
Jedi's. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I played it for a little bit, and like I'm still in the first world, so I'm still in the first like 5% of this video game, which is like takes forever to do, and it's like this massive world, and I got stuck like after playing for a couple hours, like what the hell? How do I get out? How do I couldn't figure out how to get out of this one little part, like, and so I was like, you know what? I've been at this for like 3 straight hours. I can't figure this out. And then my PlayStation Plus expired, and so I didn't have access to it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just never picked it up again. It was like, I thought the game was kind of cool at points. It was kind of fun to use the Force and like use a lightsaber, but
Sure.
yeah, those games are just not built for me. Which is why, but like Spider-Man, different. Because I put on like easy mode, so I didn't have to die all the time.
There's only one game that I have ever in my life fully rage quit because I couldn't do it and I couldn't finish it. And I had to Google this. It was called Blazing Angels Squadrons of World War II, and it was this plane flying game for Xbox 360. So it was back in the day when I had an Xbox. And number one, the controls are auto set like they are on a regular plane where the joystick is inverted. So down is up and up is down, where it's like you're designed to be using it like an actual like
Hmm.
aviation joystick. So I had to reverse that because I could not handle doing that. But when I tell you, I couldn't even pass the training mission because it was too hard. There was like a time limit on it, and I could never get the time limit. You have to like fly through this obstacle course, and you got to go through all the rings, and you can't miss any of them. And I could not do the tutorial mission. And I put that game away and never picked it back up.
Yeah, see, that's my big fear. That's my big fear.
I don't think it'll be as bad as you're expecting.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Because I don't know what to expect. Like this Indiana Jones, I don't know. I've never played that, so I don't know. We'll see. So those are my options. We'll figure it out. My leader in the clubhouse is Spider-Man. I think that's going to be my go-to. I think that's what I'm gonna do because I can, you know, The story I don't think isn't short, but like that will last me for. It'll take me months to play that because I don't. I only play, maybe a couple hours a week at most if I'm not playing with you. So we'll see. I don't know. Those are my options. And the other co-op game that I've heard is great is it's called Split Fiction. I think I mentioned this to you before, that game.
I think I've seen people playing that one. It's the one where one of the early missions is like they're riding on the back of a motorcycle and they have to do a CAPTCHA or just like something stupid. I've seen it on TikTok. That's people.
You might be right.
Losing their mind about this game. There's some co-op stuff I feel like we would hate each other at, and that might be fun for a tandem episode.
Yeah, so there we go. I was playing GT7 earlier, and it's I texted you this earlier. It's so great to be able to like click on a race and put race and have it load in like 3 seconds instead of waiting for a full minute. It's a time saver. It's great.
Yep. So you can get back to crashing from P4 a little faster.
Hey, I finished second in both of the races today.
It was a crazy video you sent me the other day.
Yeah, yes.
Richie tried this last lap overtake at Spa that gave me a war flashback, and it was no good. I don't know what you saw there.
Oh, well, okay, well, let me explain. I didn't get the full context, okay? The full context is these little, like, the races are part of these, like, missions you have to do. Not, like, missions, but, like, you have to, like, the main, like, story, I guess, is, you go and they tell you to go race, and this race, and every race you race, you get a car, usually, and to build up your library and unlock more stuff. And so, in most of these races, you have to finish on the podium. And all of them. And so that's why I made that move, because it was the last lap. I was in fourth. I need to finish third. And I was like, I'm just going to go. I need to go for this. I need to go for it. So that's why I made that move. But today I finished second. So
all right.
We did it. I kid you not. I'm no lie. I had to run that race like 20 times to do it. I'm not even joking. Like, I was like spinning out. I was like, because I could get up to like fifth or fourth fairly easily. And then trying to like, it was like, and then it would rain sometimes. A couple times I did it. It was raining. So it was tough. And like, yeah. So, and I would crash or spin out. But today we did it. We went from 16th to second in both races.
All right. We're making progress.
Because that's the tough part. Is there a lot of these types of races, there's no qualifying. So you start dead last, and the fields are like, I don't know, depending on the field size, they're either like 12 or 16. And so you got to start in the back, like 30 seconds off the pace, and you have to drive all the way to the front, which actually makes it kind of fun.
I'm with you. Yeah. I like to overtake.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah, next time GT7 goes on sale, pick it up, and then so we can hop in.
If it ever goes on sale.
It does once in a while. I picked it up for like $20 last year. Right now it's still sitting at like 50, which is stupid.
PlayStation 4, $9.97.
Oh,
but I don't have a PlayStation 4, so. Well, I do, but I'm not about to buy it for a 4 when I have a perfectly good 5 sitting here.
Oh, well, you could. Could you do that? Can you do the hack to it, which is you buy the PlayStation 4 version and you spend the $10 to upgrade to the PS5 version?
What? Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I had the PS4 version, obviously, and then it was like, oh, here, $10 to upgrade to the PS5 version. Like, yes, please.
I don't know. I'll have to investigate that.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're right. It's like $45 or $50.
But yeah, it doesn't make any sense for them to do that, because then that would be like $30, but then the PS5 version on its own is $50 or whatever. Like, that's silly. Just do it for $30. It's been out the game has been out for 3.5 years now. There's no reason that game should still be $50.
but it's still the latest version. So like, I get
Yeah.
it, I
Yeah.
guess, but yeah, that makes me
I
upset.
agree. I have not bought our Diva the safety car yet. However, I do have a bunch of credits saved up. Maybe I'll go buy the safety car the next time I
Yeah,
race. And
start saving up.
I can, I can raise the
Safety car fund.
raise the safety car.
That's so silly.
But yeah, there we go. So yeah, that was I'm still getting used to that. I was one of the main reasons I got it is because I wanted to upgrade. I got a new TV, as I told you last week. Were you happy I was actually able to build the dang stand and not f it up more
Well,
than I did?
I was gonna say, like, let's be transparent here. There were a couple of errors. Yeah, Richie texted me last week. I had a billion hours at work last week. I was virtually unreachable, but he was like over under on. I'm trying to remember what you said because I'm in all of our texts about that IU game. Hold on, I'm almost there. Okay. You said. Oh, maybe I'm not almost there. Oh my God, there's the Quinn Hughes Julian Baker photo. Oh God.
Too far.
Too far. Okay, here we go. You said, meanwhile, over under on build time for new TV stand. This was at 1:56 p.m. And I said, I'll take the line on over one piece put on backward. And you said, already hit on the first part. So the odds were a negative a billion.
Yes.
You were vibing to Yassified Girl at Home, and then you finished at 4:15. So it only took you 2 hours and 15 minutes.
That's actually not too bad, to be honest.
Yeah.
To do it by myself. I did take like a 20-minute lunch break in there.
There was a second botch on the project somewhere in the middle there. I'm not really sure what or when that happened, but it looks great, so worth your effort. It's much better than your die-cast stands.
Yes. Yeah, actually my last mistake happened at the very end because I put something on in the wrong order, but I was able to fix it to where it wasn't as bad. Like, so I was able to like undo it and then make my life harder by re-putting it together. But it all worked out in the end. Like I was supposed to go like instead of building out the two side ends first, I was supposed to put the shelving in.
Okay.
and then put the ends together. And so like you kind of, build it out and you can, I didn't do that. And so I tried to put the shelves in last, and it turns out that my original sin was from the very first part of the thing. And I bolted the things on the wrong. There's two little holes. They were supposed to go on the bottom hole, and I put them on the top hole. And so it wasn't, yeah. Anyway, so I gave myself like 30 minutes extra work on top of that, but worked out in the end. Everything is in order now. I rearranged my vinyls, so they're all nice and into one little thing now. And they look much better. They're not strewn across different places now for the most part.
I was laughing at you because you could see in your photo like your little vinyl collection, and it's just that you have boy vinyl except for like a handful of Taylor Swift. And I believe you said you're cultured, so.
Yeah, cultured.
All right.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. I should be getting my Sinners vinyl soon, the next couple weeks. Excited for that. But yeah, there we go. That's what happened to me this week. Anything happened to you this week we're talking about?
No, I worked a billion hours this past week and didn't have time for anything. I had my little epidemic, my little Top Chef moment in my kitchen. So I don't remember, I think it was the same day that you had the stand issue, that I don't know why I didn't do this, but I hadn't made dinner, and I was deciding what I had based on the elements that I had in my fridge, and I remembered that I had Bisquick mix, I think. So this was okay. So this was the issue. The issue is, I'm like, why did I get started on this problem? The issue was I didn't have any crockpot liners, and I could have simply cooked as normal and then put the crockpot thing like in the dishwasher or like washed it or cleaned it, but I don't like doing that. Raw chicken grosses me out. So if anything has touched raw chicken in my house, it like needs to get thrown away. So I didn't have any crockpot liners, so I couldn't make my chicken that I needed to make. And I only realized that when I got home and I went to go get it all set up, and I looked inside the box that was on my counter with the crockpot liners, and it was empty. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So then it was, I'm not going back out. So what do I have in my house that I can cobble together to make a meal? And I'm rooting through the cabinets, and I have some Bisquick mix, some pancake mix. I'm like, okay, I have eggs. That's good. Like I can totally make this. The recipe also calls for milk, and I had no good milk because for whatever reason, I also forgot to buy milk at the store. So now I'm down to just regular eggs in a pan or like a Cliff Bar. I'm like, I can't do a Cliff Bar for dinner. This is crazy.
Girl
like,
dinner.
Right. I'm like, we're going to have sleep for dinner here in a minute if we keep going down this road. So I crack it open and I'm looking in my fridge and I have eggs. I'm like, okay, I wonder if, like, you don't really need milk to make scrambled eggs, right? I'm like, I'm not about to use water because that's crazy, but like, can I just put the eggs in a pan with like a little bit of butter and like scramble it? And the answer is yes, you can. It doesn't taste great because it's not super, like, it won't make the eggs fluffy or anything like that because there's really no like cream or dairy at all in there. But it's fine. It was edible, and then I just kind of went to bed angry. And then I went to the store the next day to go get crockpot liners, and the first store I went to figures out of crockpot liners. Had to go to a second store that was not out of crockpot liners, and then we were fine, but I was so mad at that point about having to go to a secondary location. I'm like, this is so stupid. It's conspiring against me, and it was New Year's Eve, so there were a billion and one people at every grocery store trying to shop for New Year's Eve. But like, listen, I've been talking to you. 2026 is our year.
Yes.
And really, that was just the breaking point. That was the last, like, something's got to give from 2025. It was just a kick in the butt. That was like, we're going to be an inconvenience one more time.
Yes.
And honestly, so far, like, we're only 4 days into January as I say this, but it's been good to us so far.
I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. I was shocked when you told me that you had forgotten something at the store because I think you and I have talked about this on this show before about how the two of us represent the two types of people in the world. Mm-hmm. I always go to the store with no list. I always put it in my head. And how often have I told you, either text or on this show, like, son of a bitch, you know what I forgot? So-and-so. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it was like one of the one things I was like, I needed to get. And I forgot. For example, done that last 4 freaking times I've been to the grocery store. I've done that. And it's all for the same thing because I keep freaking forgetting it.
Yeah, so I won't go into the store without a list. That's the difference between you and I.
Yes.
And I don't want to spend any more than 20 minutes in there because I start getting hives if I do.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when you said that you had forgotten to get milk or whatever and some of these things, I was like, this is out of character. Are you okay? What's going on here?
I was not okay. I was 45 hours into my work week and it was only Wednesday and I'm like, oh my God. It's fine. Everything is fine.
It's okay.
It'll all
I'm okay.
even out because literally it's okay. I'm okay. It'll all even out. We have a trip coming up next week that's just like an overnight, like up and back, but I don't have to go on it because I already did my one travel trip this year independently. So I may have nothing to do on Friday and then Saturday. It really just depends. I might get a long weekend out of this whole thing. So
let's go. We can play Fortnite.
Fortnite, yes. No, we have to save Fortnite for our 100th episode, which I was trying to look ahead and see when that might be, and I think it's like the first week of February, so like the weekend after your birthday, not the Sunday of your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
But like we could do that too. Who knows? We could roll it all into one thing.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm worried about tomorrow, man. I don't even know what today. I don't even know what today. The day of the date is. I don't even know what's happening.
We don't usually record on a Sunday.
No.
I feel like it's throwing me all off.
We haven't done it in a while. Yeah, I think we actually no. We did it like maybe like 2 months ago because I was off on a Sunday and I was like, hey, do you want to just do it now and get it out of the way?
Yeah. Only if there's like not a race. If it was a Sunday where there was any kind of race happening, we were not recording on a Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, there we go. There's that. That's what's been going on so far. Another thing that happened, which we mentioned on the show, was we celebrated Jordan's birthday recently. And Christmas, for that matter. I mentioned last week that Jordan got me a couple nice gifts, and one of them is sitting right over here, actually, I think. Yeah, there it is right there. I see it.
We've lost it. We've lost it already.
It's already gone. The Tate McRae sticker that you got me, it makes me laugh every time I see it. I'm like...
It's so funny that it's like on your car and you unironically kind of enjoy that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. I haven't got any compliments yet, but I will eventually.
With it being a magnet, I'm just like I'm gonna settle for being happy that no one's tried to steal it yet.
Yeah,
because you straight up could. Like I'm not advocating for this, but that's one of the reasons like I'm worried about putting it on my own car. Mm-hmm. So I'm like somebody could just walk up and yoink this thing. Like, it's just a magnet. I have the original design though, so like we could get another one printed if it came down to it.
Make another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, yes. So, I mentioned this on the last show. Being the typical male of being me, I don't buy any gifts until the last minute. So I bought Jordan's gifts at 1:00 in the morning on Christmas Eve. As you do, just this is normal,
Sure, normal.
Completely sober, by the way. That's true.
Sure. No, you're just nocturnal.
Yes. And so one of the gifts arrived this week, and you said you wanted to open it on the stream. So this is where you open it, get disappointed, and then the stream is over because you don't like the gift I bought you.
Okay, well, we're like halfway through our time, so I'll take that. Okay. So I do have it. I prepared ahead of time and I brought it into the room. Now, I got this thing out of my mailbox and I texted Richie and I was like, hey, for no particular reason, like I'm pretty sure this is a coffee mug. And the particular reason is because on every side that's not covered with a shipping label, it has a picture of a coffee mug on it that says it's fragile. It's a suspiciously square box. I did cut it open to save you the pain and agony of watching me like try and tear into this thing before the show, but I have not opened it to see what's inside. So I guess we're all gonna find out if it's broken together. It says, thanks for supporting independent artists on the inside. We love that.
Mm-hmm. No AI made in the
comes with a sticker.
Made no AI in the usage of this, at least as far as I know.
Comes with a... All mugs are dishwasher safe, except for travel mugs. Remember to wash your mug before you break it in, but don't actually break it. You know.
Don't actually break it.
You have to be joking. Where did you even find this? This is a what appears to be a dramatic recreation of the Justin incident. I'll do my best retelling for you. Max, what's happened? No, it's just unfair. I'm leading. He wants to pass. He pushed me. I push him back. And after he pushed me off the track, it's not fair, right? Thank you. Thank you, Max. Charles, what's happened with Max? Nothing. Just an incident on the race. This is so funny. And it's like the Formula One, like, font on the whole thing. just the little cartoon of them like bumping each other
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Charles passing. I don't know where you found this, but I'm a big fan. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm so glad you like it.
This will be going to work with me probably, and it'll be my work coffee mug. Nothing, just an incident.
Honestly, I don't even know how I found it either, but I found it. So
Them making the paddock do like a line by line recreation of that, and everyone being so interested in participating was one of the best things the
yeah,
F1 social team did this year.
yeah.
Well done, good find.
Thank you, thank you. I'm always a big fan of buying gifts for people that they will actually use, and everybody stays hydrated. So hopefully, we'll get good use.
Yep, it certainly will. I love a coffee mug. I have like too many coffee mugs now.
Don't we all? But
I don't feel like that's a bad problem to have, though.
no, no.
I need to get those little, like, some people have them for, like, champagne flutes or, like, other mugs that, like, they're the under shelf racks. This
Yeah.
hand motion I'm making right here. It's like, I should get one of those for all of my coffee mugs, but maybe, like, renter friendly. I don't know if they have those that are renter friendly.
Right. So there you go. Your other part of the gift, I believe, is arriving this week. So you'll get those too.
I want to say tomorrow. Because I think I did get a little, like, USPS tag that was like, you have something coming. I'm like, okay.
Let me see. I can look. I will look. Be patient. Let me see what it says. Okay, here we go.
Could also be the hockey skates I ordered, but...
Okay, I think, is it this one? Let's see if it's this one. Also, I am glad that I entered your address correctly. That made me happy.
I know, I was like, you didn't ask for it, so I'm just assuming that you have this thing.
It's not that one. Okay, so is it this one?
Are these command hooks?
Oh, it's the same one, you idiot. Okay, here we go. It says, expected to arrive tomorrow.
There you go.
So, there you go. Yeah, 2-part gift. Hope you enjoy the second part of the gift as well.
Okay. I got you a 2-part gift. One was the gag part, and then one was a real gift.
Yeah.
But turns out you liked both of them, so.
Yeah, I think you'll like gift part 2. I hope so, at least. We'll see. Yeah.
I'm afraid.
Again, another 1 a.m. find after searching for a while.
Using a Catherine Hahn edit as a flashlight.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, I don't think I mentioned one of the gifts my parents got me I think it was what they set aside for my birthday. But Hallmark does like ornaments every year, and I did not know that this thing existed, but my mom got me an Agatha ornament. But like they actually made one, and it's cool. And it's her in her like blue coat.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's solid. That's a good find.
That's funny. Catherine Hahn on a tree.
Mm-hmm. Very festive.
Speaking of actors, there's the Critics' Choice Awards are tonight.
Oh, okay.
And a bunch of our favorite people are nominated. So Emma Stone Bald, I think, is nominated.
Critics' Choice Awards 2026.
Jean and Hannah are nominated.
Is this the one where they're nominated in the same category or no?
No.
We could do a red carpet breakdown of this on next week's show. We haven't done one of those in a long time.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to see honorees, arrivals. There are some people already there. What time is it? It's 4:30. I don't know. I can't find any good information on this. Oh,
I know
nominations. Okay.
it's
Chelsea
happening.
Handler is hosting. Sinners leads with 17 nominations, nearly matching the record of 18 that Barbie achieved 2 years ago. One Battle After Another had 14 nominations. Adolescence leads this year's television nominees with 6, including a nod for Best Limited Series. Sponsors of the awards include Fiji Water, Milagro Tequila, Cold Stone Creamery, and Wetzel's Pretzels. Okay. Why are the nominations for this a Google Doc? They are. It's a linked Google. It was like, check out the full list of nominations here, and it's a Google Doc. Should I request access? Oh God. Yeah. There we go. Emma Stone Bald is nominated for Best Picture. She is nominated for Best Actress. Best Young Actor or Actress is a category, which is fun. Miles from Sinners, I think, should run away with that one. Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, Adapted Screenplay, Casting, Cinematography. F1's nominated for Cinematography. Stunt Design, that's a good category. Best Animated Feature, $5, it's K-Pop Demon Hunters. I heard some people in the grocery store talking about that today. Oh, this is the one where we were mad because the Ed Sheeran song from F1 got nominated instead of Just Keep Watching.
Same thing, yeah. Same thing. No, it was this, but it was the short list for the Oscars too that didn't include.
That's so lame.
Yeah.
That is so lame and terrible. All right. Marty Supreme had 8. Sinners had 17. Superman only nominated 1 time for Best Visual Effects. Naked Gun nominated for Best Comedy. Weapons has 4. Wicked had 7. So Warner Brothers had 36 nominations and Netflix had 27. So does that mean that together they had 63? Because they're all about to be the same thing now.
Right.
That's crazy, also.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to smack the independent studios, and that will be no fun.
Yes.
It's going to be crowded in the TV series nominations, too, because you have lots of people from The Pit and Severance and Pluribus together. The Pit. The Pit is coming out soon. I think it's this week on, like, Thursday, season 2. The Studio, Hacks.
I bet you the studio's probably going to win.
It's not nominated nearly as many times as it was for the Golden Globes, which makes me feel better. But
yeah.
Yeah, I'm giggling that this is a Google Doc, but well done, Critics' Choice.
So yeah, happy award season.
Mm-hmm. Or unhappy, depending on what happens to us.
Yeah, yeah.
We like to take these things personally.
Yes, we do. Okay, let's move on, shall we, to our letterbox corner. Jordan didn't watch any movies this week because you were busy at work, so no movie intake for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about your letterboxed?
As expected.
What about your letterboxed year in review?
My letterbox Wrapped. Yeah. I watched. So I couldn't find it, which makes me laugh because I had to ask you. I'm like, of course I can't find it. I watched 62 movies this year, which I feel like is good for me.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah.
That's more than one a week.
Mm-hmm.
My most watched actor this year, sadly, was Brad Pitt. But I figured out why. Like, it was because I watched all of the Ocean's movies.
Yes.
And F1 and Snatch and like some other things that he was in. And I'm like, shoot, yeah, that'll do it. And I think I recall just thinking to myself as I was on like Ocean's 13, I'm like, oh my God, Brad Pitt is going to be my number one actor this year. And then he was. And my most watched director was Steven Soderbergh, who did all of the Ocean's movies.
Right.
My highly rated films from 2025 were Thunderbolts, Sinners, and F1. Shocker. My most watched day was on Saturday, far and away. I logged 23 things on Saturday out of my total 62 films. So that's pretty much the only day I was ever watching a movie. And my last movie I watched of the year was It's a Wonderful Life. My most watched theme was humor and satire. Sue me, love a funny movie. And nano genre, however they classify that, is chuckles, silly one-liners.
That's the name of this podcast, pretty much.
Pretty much. It's like when Spotify does like on their little day list, and it's like indie emo McBling Band 2000s Friday morning, and they'll just come up with words you've never heard before in an order that they've never been uttered before to human ears. And you're like, wow, what is that? But you can click on all those things. And that's how I found out that McBling is a category on Spotify. And I still don't know what that means, and I'm too afraid to ask.
Yeah, I don't want to know either. Some things we're just not meant to know. All right, shocker for me. Here's my stats. 206 films logged, which beat my goal. Before the year, I wanted to watch 200 movies, and I did that. Some of these rewatched, some of them I didn't. I wish I knew how many of those 200 were rewatches and how many were first-time watches. So yeah, 206 movies logged, 191 reviewed, 421 hours. Now, how much is that? That's like 20. How many days is 400? Hang on.
421 hours is 17.5417 days.
Oh my God, I need to get a life. Dear God, I need to touch some freaking grass. What the hell?
You said it, not me, brother.
God damn.
Touch grass.
17 days watching movies. Unreal. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. That's horrible. When you put it like that, that's horrible.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I watched 200 movies this year. Oh, that's a lot. That seems like an awful lot of time spent. And then you go 17 days. No.
Okay, but hold on now, because now I'm thinking about how many hours I had on Spotify last year, and I think it was in the ballpark of like 54,000 minutes.
Right.
Which is 37.5 days. So we both need to touch grass.
Yes, indeed. All right. There's that. Most watched actor, Tom Cruise. I watched all of the Mission Impossible movies this year. And I also, I watched Magnolia actually for the first time as well. So Magnolia is on that list. I think maybe another Tom Cruise maybe in there as well. And then my most watched director, which I expected, is Akira Kurosawa. So yes. Most watched day was Monday. I watched 43 movies on Monday.
That's why we typically record the podcast on Monday, because obviously Richie's not doing anything.
Got nothing else better to do. My most watched theme was horror, the undead and monster classics.
Okay.
Which I did not expect, but and then my nano genre is chilling, blood, and brutal.
Oh, damn.
So I need to watch the Terrifier movies, I guess.
No, so save yourself. Save yourself. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
I would rather watch one of those awful Tubi movies than watch Terrifier ever again.
Yes.
Although I think I did watch Terrifier 1 on Tubi, so maybe it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
All right, there we go. Movies I watched this week. I've been on a Scorsese kick lately. Because there's a bunch of movies of his that I've never seen, which is strange to me, but let's see.
The Kool-Aid movie.
Yeah, right. Dude, yeah, I've watched 1, 2, 3, 4 Scorsese movies in like the last week plus, last like 10 days. All of which I've never seen. Watched Cape Fear last night, Bringing Out the Dead, Raging Bull and After Hours.
After Hours.
Mm-hmm. You watched After Hours last year too, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't know that was Scorsese though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked that one. It was a little bit of a trip. It was like
Yeah.
halfway. It was halfway David Lynch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that one.
Alternative title. This is why I go to sleep at 9 p.m.
Literally, it's like nothing good happens at
Yep.
midnight. That whole movie was a trip.
Yeah.
It was interesting though.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What else we got? That's that. Moving on. Let's see what else I got in the document. Oh, let's talk about the Rose Bowl.
Oh yeah. It was that was a dog walk.
It was a beatdown.
That was not a game. That was a dog walk. Yeah. My parents were there. I hope they had as good a time watching it in person as we all did watching it on TV. That was a heck of a time. What a world we live in where like there exists a possibility that we would even be playing Alabama in a game of any meaning and be expected as a favorite in that game and then go ahead and throw down a 35-point slammer on the SEC.
Yes.
That was fun. That was just fun. And like, am I anxious a little bit about a rematch with Oregon because of how tightly contested the last game was? Definitely. But Indiana is America's team at this point, man. That's all we gotta say.
Yeah. Oregon did not look good in their last game. That was rough.
I mean, that last touchdown was garbage time, so it was really only like 16 to nothing over Tech. Tech's defense is good, but they had no offense. Otherwise, I think it might have been a game, but it just wasn't.
Yeah.
And their first round matchup was JMU, and JMU hung 34 on them.
Yeah.
Like, all right, maybe that was rust, right? We could say that, I guess, but shoot. All right.
Yeah, I mean, especially after I think Indiana now has become one of the only teams. Like I think last year, none of the bye teams won in the quarterfinal round.
No, so they're still 1-7, I think.
Yeah, which is insane. And you look the way Indiana played, and they look like they were playing their best football of the season, like just dominating on both sides of the football.
Mm-hmm.
And they're scary. Like I don't know how any of these other teams look at them and go, how do we beat these guys? Because they're so well coached. Like they didn't make any mistakes. None. No.
The epitome of that game was the 4th and 1 early in the game where Alabama faked like they were going to go for it. And then they backed out of it. And I think they called a timeout. And then they brought out, so they tried to draw them offside. Didn't work. And then they brought out the punt team in quotes, where their quarterback was still on the field. And it wasn't fooling literally anybody that was the proper punt unit. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, then they scramble and get into this crazy formation. The quarterback lines up under center, and they try and draw him offside again with a hard count. And Indiana doesn't take offside penalties very often. And the announcers were saying it, and they were trying to draw him off. And then they pan to Coach Sig on the sidelines, and he has this look on his face that has gone viral since that game, and he just always kind of looks like that. I saw somebody saying it's like the funniest juxtaposition. Now I did that, you did that word last week, of like the eternally happy quarterback and then Indiana's coach who never smiles, and it's like Russell and the guy from Up.
Yeah.
That's the dichotomy of the Indiana players versus Coach Sig.
Yes.
Carl. I'm like, what is his name? Carl
Fredrickson, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm excited for the Peach Bowl. I believe, from what I'm seeing, the crowd is expected to be like 70+% Hoosiers.
I wouldn't be surprised. It was at least that at the Rose Bowl based on estimates of everyone that was there. I feel like that's the big part of it is that because this IU team is going places it's never been before, everybody who's a fan is traveling to as many games as possible to try and witness it in person, because we're not taking this thing for granted. That's like, they're just booking flights. They're booking flights and worrying about it later. And that's usually us. Usually
Put it
we're
on
the
the
people
credit
that
card.
skip a bunch of steps. Yeah, we're like, screw it, just buy the tickets. FIBI. And just, they're just going. And they're going in numbers. My parents at the airport said that, like, the flight attendants at the gate were taking pictures of everyone that was there, because everyone was there in team gear, and it was mostly IU fans.
Yeah.
And they were just laughing that, like, almost every flight that was going anywhere in California that day was people coming in for the Rose Bowl game, and it was mostly Hoosiers.
Yes. I am slightly bummed that they're not doing it. They're not on the Fiesta Bowl side of the bracket, because I could have walked across the street and gone into the game.
Yeah. I know a lot of people that would have been there. My parents would have gone. Shoot. They probably wouldn't have gone to the Rose Bowl had the Fiesta Bowl been an option. And I don't know. Shoot, maybe they would have done both. But, like,
right.
We're like, this is the closest they're going to be. We should probably go. And it seemed fun. I guess it stopped raining so heavily pretty much, like, around the time that the game started. It dried out. So that's good, too. It wasn't miserable.
Yeah. I sent you this tweet earlier from Colin Coward from last year, dated December 20th, 2024, with 4.9 million views.
Okay.
He said, "The entire playoff is experimental. Things will change. Potential reseeding after round 1. It may expand to 14 games. Change is inevitable. But let's make one non-negotiable rule. Indiana can never be invited again."
That's so funny. That's so funny.
Think he's eating crow this year?
I hope so. But, like, those guys just say things. Like, remember when Mad Dog said that he would quit if the Diamondbacks made the World Series?
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, we all remember that. Except he hasn't quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just out here saying things. Well, it's gonna be funny eventually. Like, no, regardless of how this goes, we're gonna do really well this season, and then inevitably, like, be 23rd in the coaches poll to start next season, because they don't get any respect whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's either like we're gonna lose in the semifinal. It's still gonna have been a great run, and Coach Sig's only 3 losses in the last 2 seasons will have been to the eventual national champion.
Right.
Or we're gonna win and then be 23rd overall in the coaches poll next year, regardless.
Okay, let's see what else we got here.
Whatever. Go Hoosiers.
Yeah, tracks of the week. Do you got anything for me this week?
I do have a couple. I also read a book this week, if you want to hear about it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'll do tracks first because it's quick. I have been listening to a little bit. I've been doing a little exploration. So I've been listening to some stuff that's kind of out of my orbit. And by that, I mostly just mean, like, pop music. So I put in my liked songs this week, All Things Must Pass by George Harrison.
Great song.
Yeah. Heard that again the other day and was like, wow, I remember how good this is. And then last week, I think I shouted out the Olivia Dean record, The Art of Loving. And there's a song off of that called I've Seen It that's really been like an earworm for me this week. And it's so funny because it borrows elements of at least like a couple of different songs that I can come up with off the top of my head. And maybe it's just because you and I listen to so much. But I have a hard time hearing songs. And then once I realize that it sounds like something else, I can't get it out of my head. So it's a little bit Bless the Telephone by Lobby Seafray. I think that they just put that in this past season of Hacks. And I know Lucy Dacus has said that that's one of her favorite songs. But it's also a little bit, it's like just the two of us. It like has that same melody.
Yeah.
Love some Bill Withers. So it's a good song though. I like that record. It's like 40 minutes. It's like a tight 40 minutes. Just like throw it on while you're cooking and it'll probably be done by the time you're done with whatever you're making.
Right. There we go. I don't really have any new music this week, I don't think. Did I get anything this week? I don't think I did.
Boring.
I know. I'm I'm waiting for the
Boring.
next. I'm waiting for. Actually, the Format's new record comes out later this month, so that would be fun. Looking forward to that.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a good music year, but we have to wait a bit. Muna posted a thing that was like signing up for updates for their new record, so that's coming in
You
very
sent it
short
to
order.
me. I've never put my phone number on a mailing list so fast. Like, I don't even care if you sell that to telemarketers as
Yeah,
long as it gets me a notification when the album's dropping. Like,
yeah.
just give it to me.
Tickets.
Yep.
Give us tickets.
FIBI. We'll book it.
Tickets, please. Tickets. Yeah. What was the book you read this week?
The book I read this week, because I don't really read books. I'm
You
making more of
do.
an effort. I'm making more of an effort this year to like consciously read books. Support your local library. The book I read was called 13. It's kind of like stylized, so it has like a 1 and a 3 in it, and I don't remember what order. It's fine. You'll find it if you Google it. The the author's name is who did I turn into there? The author's name is Steve Kavanaugh. And as I finished reading this, I realized that I didn't know that this was a series, and I just started in the middle of the series. But you don't need to know anything going on previously in order to read this standalone.
That's my worst nightmare is trying to, because a lot of like I read a lot of sci-fi and fantasy stuff. That's what I've been reading mostly, and a lot of that is our series, and there are not a lot of standalone books in that genre. And so yeah, you gotta pay attention.
This is more like a John Grisham, where I feel like there's a billion of those books in every series, and you could just go in the middle, and it really doesn't matter. Like, you'll be missing a little bit of backstory,
Yeah.
but like you
Yeah.
could go back and read the ones before, and it won't affect your ability to understand the story. So I saw this one on Twitter. And the thing that hooked me was like the little tagline on it, because it just says, "The serial killer isn't on trial, he's on the jury." So that's the premise of the whole book, is it's like a little bit of a procedural where like they're trying to catch this guy, and in the meantime he's on the jury for the case and is trying to then swing the verdict and like frame somebody else.
Yeah.
And there's some different turns and stuff that happen along the way, but I finished that in like 2 days, so it was a that was a
Dang.
pretty good one. I'm a fast reader. You know this about me. Like,
Yeah.
if I am invested in something and I have the time to sit down and read it, I'll just go cover to cover.
Yeah. Now, here's my question, because I was thinking about this the other day, actually, because I was trying to track down a book from the same author that I'm reading now, and there are no actual like physical copies at any of the libraries in town. Like none. There were some, and then they just never got returned. And so I think they just consider them lost or stolen or
What?
whatever.
Who is this
And
author?
James Islington, he wrote. I'm reading the Hierarchy trilogy right now, the second book, Strength of the Many,
James Islington.
or Strength
Okay,
of the
what's
Few.
the book you're looking for?
The one I'm looking for is called Shadow of the Gods. No. It's called Shadow of the something.
Shadow of What Was Lost? Question.
Yes. There we go.
Okay.
Which was his like previous trilogy. Can't find that book anywhere, except for it is available on like the ebook is available, but I only have my phone, and I don't like reading on my phone, because part of the reason why I wanted to start reading more this past year is because it's a good way to get me off of my phone, and so I like putting my phone down so I can open up this physical freaking book and focus on the book for an hour without having to worry about my stinking phone, right? So, are you the same way, or do you like do you read physical copies, or are you strictly like, do you have a Kindle? I don't know if people have Kindle or whatever.
No,
I don't have.
I read on the Libby app on my phone if I have to use my phone, but I'm like you. I would much rather have a physical book, because same thing, it gets me off my phone, and especially if I'm reading like before I go to bed, I'm not trying to zap myself with all that blue light and then not go to sleep.
Exactly.
Like, what the heck? The only person I've ever met who can successfully do that and then go to sleep is my mother. Because my mom loves to watch her silly little iPad before she goes to bed.
Yeah.
And it doesn't bother her one bit.
Yeah.
She'll just go to sleep. But if I like toast my eyes with that bright white light before I go to sleep, I'm not going to bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it really depends on the wait time for me. Because if I can get it instantly or like fast as a digital book and I have to wait several weeks for the physical copy, I'm just gonna get the digital book. But whichever is available first.
Yeah.
Because I do see that book that you're looking for exists at my local digital library, so I'm sure you can find it at yours.
Yeah, it's available. I can get it, but I just don't like reading on my phone, for long periods of time at least. So my only other option is to go and buy the paperback, which I think is less than $20, and so I might do that because I do really want to read the dang series. I really like this author so far. Or can I just read this? Just go on Spark Notes and just read the synopsis of the first book.
No, we're not doing the summary. Yeah, you can get it on eBay for like $9.99.
Yeah, there we go. That's nothing.
Yeah.
There.
Just buy a used book.
Tate Fund.
It's better for the environment. No, that's not Tate Fund. We do not authorize the Tate Fund for book purchases. We do authorize it for the Fortnite skin.
the Fortnite skin, that's Tate Fund.
Bro, we would be out here doing dances on people. It would be so fun. Fortnite, if you can hear us, please make that.
Because before we go, that's one of Jordan and I's favorite TikTok genres are the TikToks of the Fortnite players who they're all in this Sabrina Carpenter. And
yeah, it's healing. It's like, regardless of the gender of the person playing as that character, if you play as Sabrina Carpenter and you make that silly little dance circle, that's girlhood.
It's great.
It's community. Yep.
All right. Well, we solved world hunger on this episode, so thanks for listening, everybody. That's what this show's about.
You're welcome.
Thank you for everybody who listens to us BS every week. All right. Follow us at OHOBC Pod wherever you find us. Stay tuned for our announcement regarding our 100th episode extravaganza, which we'll figure out at some point. Jordan made a Twitch account for the show.
It's true, I did. Do I know how to use it? I'll figure it out.
We'll make it work. All right. Go Rams.
Okay. I can't argue with you. My fantasy team is doing fine. So.
Playoff time, baby. Let's go. All right. Goodbye, everybody. See you next week.